Ramon and Rafa arrived in Greenland in February 1990. Rafa, as it turned out, knew a great deal about dogs. His father was a veterinarian. But neither of them knew much about dog sledding. Ilulissat would be their classroom.
I wanted the expedition to experience the best and worst of conditions. I'd stayed in Ilulissat on a previous trip and decided it would be the best place to spend our first winter. The rugged valleys and miles of sea ice were a perfect training ground, and the weather was anything but predictable.
Greenland, like most of the Arctic, has no roads, and 80% of the island is permanently covered in ice. Dog teams are not only the cheapest form of transportation, they are the most reliable.
My dogs were still young and had never pulled before, nor did they understand a word of Spanish. Their language was Groenlandic. In order to train them, I had to learn the Inuit commands. At times, it was difficult to know just who was in charge.
Learning to handle a dog team was only part of Ramon's curriculum. In order to survive, he had to learn how to hunt and fish. His teachers were more than willing to share their skills.
Commercial fishing is one of the main sources of income in Ilulissat. When my friend Amos went to check his fishing hole, he asked if we wanted to come along. It seemed simple enough. You pick a spot and dig a hole in the sea ice. I started mine while Amos began clearing his regular spot. Once the hole is open, the line is baited and left for a day or two. The work is usually done with bare hands, an ability I admired but could never master. What seemed to require the most effort was digging the hole in the first place. By the time I had finally cleared mine, Amos had collected his fish and was ready to head home.